If life gives you lemons, make lemon guava jam. Friends, in this video, I'm going to share how I make my lemon guava jam using only 3 ingredients. And I attempted to make this a simpler process than other recipes I've seen on YouTube. For this jam recipe, I'm going to use 3 pounds of guavas. So these guavas obviously need to be washed. Once you wash them, you need to cut off that back end of the guava that's got the flour remnants. So you just slice that off, and then I usually slice this in half and then put all those in my pot. So that's what I usually do. And you want to start off with 3 pounds. That's my recipe. 3 pounds of guavas, 2 cups of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of lemon. All right, let's go. This recipe calls for 3 pounds of guavas and 2 cups of sugar. This is the second cup. First cup is underneath. Now we're just going to cook this to where we can strain the seeds out with a sieve. So I'm not going to add water to this as other recipes suggest. I'm going to let this sit, stir this up a little bit, and then the sugar is going to draw out the moisture from these guavas, and that's enough moisture to get these to cook down. I don't have any heat on this right now, but that's what's going to happen. After a couple of minutes of stirring, this is what it looks like. You can see the moisture that's being drawn out of these guavas, so no water, additional water was added. No water at all was added, just 2 cups of sugar and 3 pounds of lemon guavas. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in a bit. At this point, I can start heating up the mixtures to start softening these guavas for the straining process. So I'm going to add some heat now. Folks, this is what it looks like after a few minutes of cooking at low heat. There's definitely a lot of liquid that's come out of these guavas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash them down a little bit to help speed up the softening of these, to prepare them for the straining process so I can get the seeds out. Don't want to be making jam with seeds. That would not be nice. So this is what we're looking like after a few minutes of mashing. It's been definitely the sizes of the guavas are very, very reduced. A lot of it's been smashed down. This will help continue the softening process. I got this on very low heat. I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit longer to soften the guavas so I can do the next step, which is straining to remove the seeds. Okay, this is where I'm at. Very liquefied. Now I'm going to transfer it to this strainer and push it through this strainer so that I can remove the seeds. This is the most difficult part. I've already added 2 tablespoons of lemon to help preserve the color and whatnot. Okay, the next step is to take out the seeds using the strainer, pouring some of the mixture in the strainer, and I'm using this wooden spoon to push the contents through the strainer. Once you get that going, you end up with this kind of separation here. Seeds will stay up here, some of the pulp too, and you'll have some pulp and the majority of the liquids down below. What's remaining here is what we're going to use to make our jam. So as this guava mixture gets strained, it ends up becoming leftover seeds and some pulp. And what I usually have been doing is transferring this to a bowl so that I can put some fresh guava mixture back in here to strain that. I'm thinking this will help the straining process go a little quicker, as the seeds won't block the strainer. Okay, looks like I got most of my guavas strained through. What's left is this paste, this most of the seeds and some pulp. I'm gonna run that through one more time to see if I can get a little bit more of the jam mixture. Okay, all the straining is done. Now we have to reduce this mixture down, remove the moisture to obtain the consistency that we want for the jam. So this could take 45 minutes or so. So yep, here we go. Doing this over medium heat. So I just wanted to share that the reason I did not add extra water at the beginning is to try to reduce the processing time. The more moisture that's in here will take more time to reduce this down. You basically have to evaporate that extra moisture to get the consistency you want. And I'm not using pectin, just using sugar and the guavas and some lemon juice. So that's my process. Now, as this is cooking on medium heat, because this is set to medium heat, you need to constantly stir it to prevent it from burning, FYI. The other heating cycles were done at low heat. One way to tell that you're getting close to being done is by when you're able to see the bottom of the pan when you're doing your stirring, especially along the edge. Getting close. Not there yet, but getting close. Definitely much thicker now. Like what is mentioned before in other videos, it depends on the consistency you want. You could probably stop now and jar this up and be happy, but if you want it thicker, you got to let it cook a little longer. Once the consistency is about right, I'm gonna test this on a, what do they call that, the plate, frozen plate test or something like that, to see if it's thick enough. All right, how to tell if the jam is ready? You get your frozen plate, put some jam on your plate. I've seen different things. Put jam on the plate, and then if you can run your finger through it without, it's ready to go. Without it going back together, it's good to go. So this is what it's looking like after I've done the plate test. See, it leaves a trail under the pan, and you can actually see how you can leave marks on the top of the surface of the mixture there. So this is ready for jarring. I'm gonna water bath this after I put it into jars. Time to do the jarring. Here goes. Try not to make a mess. It's going good. I'm gonna keep doing this, filling up all my jars, then do the water bath after that. Okay, this is what my jars look like. So this makes a little bit less than 32 ounces. That's what it made last time. Looks like it's making less this time. Yeah, anywho, here we go. I'm going to do the water bath right now. You guys can watch other videos from other people on how to do the water bath. It's not going to do that. I'm not going to share that. Well, friends, here's the final result. Jam on some buttered toast. This is simply the best. With a little bit of coffee, this is the greatest. You guys should try it. Yum, yum, yum. Friends, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.